Hi, everyone. I don't see too many people yet, but I see some people. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Jose. Hi, Star. I'm sure Star's with you. Hi, guys. I'm glad that you guys made it. So you see, I have a new guest today, right? A new sidekick with me. So this is Yolanda. Yolanda is one of my grad students. She's a Wizard School graduate, and she's a practicing numerologist now. And she is really, really good. So she's gonna help me tonight. Um, Hi, Patrine. I'm glad that you're here. So I have like some things to talk about tonight because obviously we have some changes going on around here. Um, so I did not fire Heather. I know I joke about that all the time of firing her. I did not fire her. We're not getting along. We don't hate each other. There's nothing wrong here. I'm just moving into another concept. Like I'm transitioning. So Heather will be here again at times. She just won't be here every week anymore. She will be here probably every, few weeks or something like that. We're going to have a more open concept where it's more like a revolving door. So this spot is going to be filled by a new person every week. And I'm going to start bringing on like all different people. So I've been wanting to do a podcast for about a year or more, actually. And it just feels like the timing is right. And the guides have been talking about it. So I'm listening. And I think this would be a really good, like kind of smooth transition into that. So basically, um, the plan is that every week we'll just have a different person that's going to be kind of like my guest helper. And they're going to still pick the numbers and they're going to help me with the comments and all of those things. But what's going to be interesting about it is that we're going to talk about them too. Like we're going to talk about what they do and who they are and maybe what businesses they have and things like that. You're going to learn more about more people. And we're also going to do maybe their numbers sometimes, and we're going to also do yours. So I don't know if it's going to be smooth or rough, the transition, but I think it's going to be really fun. And this is going to now move into a podcast. So this is going to become a podcast, not right away, but I'm going to start doing it. It's going to still be live every week on Facebook, just like it has been. It's been like this for over 2 years now. So it's going to be live here, but then it's also going to be live on YouTube at some point. It's also going to be live on Apple and Spotify. I don't know if you can go live there, but if you can, it's going to be. But this is going to turn into a real podcast, like not just a Friday night hangout kind of thing. The lady in red is so stunning. I love that. Thank you, Jen. She is, right? She's amazing.
Thank you.
um, yeah. So basically, that's my goal, though. I want this to move into a more open concept, where it's not just me and Heather, which I will still bring Heather sometimes, and we will still do our thing with the shipyard and all that and our shenanigans. But I want to bring other people so that you can get to know other spiritual workers. Like, I meet so many people that are so amazing, and I can never tell you guys about them. Like, I want to show them to you. I want to show you so many people that you are just going to love. And I also want some of you to come. So if you feel like you want to be in this seat sometimes, I would love that. So I will be opening an application process where you can get on the calendar to join me on a Friday night. And we will put out like a schedule where you'll know who's coming every week. And sometimes they'll have specials that maybe they have sales or something or whatever. And they'll offer you whatever they do too, maybe. I don't know. The concept's not so far ahead yet, but it's just the beginning of it. It's like a baby right now, but it's going to get there. I would love to bring my students on, like my current students, my past students, even my daughters are interested in coming and doing it. So I would love for you to meet some of my family. Maybe my mom will come sometime and tell you where numerology started and things like that. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I've been scared to do it and I didn't know how to do it. And then it just like the guides won't stop talking about it. So it's time to do it. So So thank you for being here for this transition. I know I'm really late, but I had to kind of prep Yolanda for what we were going to do tonight, because she is my sidekick right now and she does have to pick the numbers and all of that. So I had to tell her, how it works and all that. So it took a while. And you know me, I'm not the early type, I'm the late type. So yeah. But yeah, so stick with us because this is going to be really fun. Like, this is going to keep evolving and you're part of it, and I'm so glad that you guys are here. So hi.
Well, I was going to say, I feel honored now after that intro that I got to sit in the seat today.
Yes, you got
Wow.
the first seat. It's amazing.
Excuse me.
Also,
But
I will be making the seat bigger. Like, it'll be the same size as me at some point. I just have to redesign it. So,
I don't mind.
you know.
I was going to say, Heather leaves amazing shoes to fill. So
Yes, yes.
I just ask everyone to just have some patience with me
Yeah.
if there are a couple of hiccups.
Yeah, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be amazing. So again, Yolanda is my graduate student from Wizard School. She was in the very first round, so she's a VIP, I guess. Like, I don't know, what do I call that? I call you guys experts in the new group. So
Right? Like the pioneer students.
the pioneer students, yeah. So she went through it when I was creating it, which was very bumpy. But she made it all the way through and got certified, and she's an incredible numerologist. Like, really, honestly and truly, I would never say that if it wasn't true. If it wasn't true, I would just not say it. But it is true. And I am so excited to see how far you take my work. Like, well, now it's your work too. I'm so
Yes.
excited to see where you go with it, because it's just, it feels good to watch it, touch the world. I just love it. So, anyway, so hi, Ramos. Ramos loves us from Ghana. So glad that you're here. Anyway, so if anyone did not hear all of that, go back and watch it. Because I'm not going to obviously explain it all again, but I promise you, I did not fire Heather. We're on good terms. Everything's good. I know I joke about that a lot, and I'm sorry. Sometimes my jokes go too far, but I promise you, she's good. She's all right. She might not love this. I don't know if she loves this, because I'm sure she's going to miss all of you, seeing you every week. But hopefully she'll join us too. Like, just, she'll join in watching, but then she'll also join and be in the seat again a lot. She'll always be here. Sometimes she'll come on. Anyway, so let's see. So hi, Dawn. Hi, Monica. I think I said hi to Ashley already, but hi, Ashley, again. Hi, Jen. Hi, Julie. Julie says, I want to know the story of how the intuitive numerology came about, because it's so much better than regular. I agree. Like, 1000% I agree. I don't know a lot about traditional numerology, but I know that this one is very different. So yeah, I would love to have my mom come and explain how she got
Yes.
into it. Yeah. Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
awesome? Um,
Yes, we were fortunate to have her do a Q&A with us, and it
yes.
was like we were doing a Q&A with a celebrity that day.
I know, because you
Yeah.
guys have heard so much about her, and like everything I know, the start of it anyway came from her. The guides actually expanded it, but she was the beginning, and she was the one that brought it to me. So yeah, yeah, she is kind of like a celebrity in a way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I'm so glad that she studied it, because we wouldn't be here now. So
Yeah.
hi,
And
Marie.
Lisa,
Hi,
oh,
Lisa.
yeah, I was going to say,
What? It's
Lisa,
okay.
thank you.
Yeah. Um, okay. So, and hi, Jenny. Oh, I want to have Jenny on so bad. Jenny,
You
will
have
you
to.
come and do this with me sometime? I don't think you heard the story, but if you did, or if you didn't, go back and watch it. But I'm going to have an open seat now. So, like, I'm going to have different people come every week. I would love to have you on. Please come and be on with me, because I really, really, really want people to meet you. So, how do you say this name? Sylvia instead of Sylvia, right? Sylvia?
Oh, it could be Sylvia. Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes the W is a V, depending.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hi. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, so what we're gonna do tonight is a little bit different. I mean, I know it's already different, but I mean, it's even more different. We're doing a whole different thing tonight, like completely different. We're still doing numbers, except now I have, another numerologist that's gonna help me do numbers, so that's gonna be fun. And you're not in training anymore, so that's awesome.
No.
You're not nervous and shaking, hopefully.
No, we've been there. I've done
Yeah,
so many readings now that it's like
yeah.
it's like second skin now.
Yes, which is
Yeah.
what I want for everybody, like all the students. I want that so bad for every one of them, so that just makes my heart happy, that that's
Yes.
true, you know. Julie says Jenny is amazing. Jenny is absolutely, oh my goodness, guys, like everyone, you should really go to Jenny. She's amazing. And she says she would love to. So yay, I'm going to get with you and plan that. And you love the background. Thank you. It's going to be changing, but thank you. No, the background's probably going to stay the same, but the layout's going to be changing so I can get everyone to be the same size as me. Heather just didn't like that. So, you know, oh, you can call me just Awi or Ari
Mhm.
too, or just Sylvia, as Yolanda said, as Yo said. Hey, I should call you Yo. Does anyone call
Oh,
you Yo? They go,
100%.
hey, Yo.
Yes. So especially my New York crew, it's Yo or Yoli, depending on
Yeah,
where they're from. Yeah.
yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, Yolanda takes forever to say.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so yeah. Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. I'm so glad that you're here. And if you didn't hear the beginning, please go back and listen so that you know all the details of what's going on. Okay, so what we're doing tonight that's different. First of all, tonight is, today is the Lionsgate portal officially. Like it's not just open. Today is the concentrated day of it. So we're just so lucky that it fell on the exact day, like it didn't have to, because the portal's open. I think it changes a little bit every year, but it's like the 24th or 27th or whatever the heck it is of July until the 12th of August. But the height of the energy is on the 8th because it makes the 8-8 portal. Last year it had the highest concentration of energy that I don't know that we've seen in a really long time, I guess. I don't know how often it happens, but it actually made an 888 last year. So it was a concentrated 3-8 energy, which made it a very heightened manifestation time, which it already is. So like it heightened it even more. And so last year was the year that I created I created the meditation. That's what this QR code is, so that you can get the meditation that was created during that time when it was the 888, because the 888 is all about manifesting and abundance and all of that. And the Lionsgate portal is already about that. So it was like the best time to create it because it
Yes.
captured that energy,
Yes.
So it's good to do it anytime, and you should totally do it. And then also we have the full moon. What did you say the full moon's called?
So it's the Sturgeon Full Moon,
Okay.
so I spent 11 years in Wisconsin, and it's sturgeon. It's a very important fish in Wisconsin, and I know in
Okay.
other and I know in other parts of the US also, but it
Okay.
stands for abundance because this was the time period in between, the summer solstice and then the fall equinox, and they were going into a time where it was going to be harder,
Yeah.
to have access to food. So, and the sturgeons are so abundant that this was basically a moment of gratitude or a time of gratitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good. So we're
Yeah.
mixing like a gratitude. Well, we're mixing abundance with gratitude. So that's
Yes.
got to be a really
That's
amazing
right.
energy. Yeah.
Yes.
So this Lionsgate portal today, which today is the most heightened energy it can be, is today. This is the height of it. And then it will kind of drop down as it gets towards the 12th, and then the portal will be closed again for a year, until it opens again, because it opens every year. But you want to practice at the height of it if you can. You want to set your intentions. You want to decide what you want to call in. You want to decide like where do you want to go in the next year? You need to ask yourself those questions. And you should be doing that anyway. Like, you should be doing that at New Year's. You should be doing that halfway through the year. You should be doing that anytime you have a big transition in the year. You should be asking those questions. What do I want? What do I want to call in? What do I want? What do I want to do going forward? What do I want to bring? Who do I want to be? Things like that. We're also in a significant time period, numerologically. It's hard.
Yes.
Because we're in a 9-year, which, I didn't used to look at this and I didn't really understand it. But my spirit guides have talked about it a lot once we entered this year. And they were even talking about it before we entered this year, that we're in a year of a question where, so I knew that we have a question every decade. Okay. So every time we start a new decade, we have a question of the physical things, like where do we want to be? Who do we want to be with? Where do we want to work? What do we want to drive? Things like that. Like what kind of car, what kind of house, what kind of whatever. What do we want to surround ourselves with for the next 10 years? So every decade you're asked that. Okay. Well, I didn't know it, but every half decade you're asked a different question, a much more important question. And I didn't know that until the guides told me that. So this year I felt the question lingering in the air, just as many people did. You could feel it for almost a year before this year started, that there's a question that you're being asked and you don't know what the question is. It just kept getting stronger, where you're being asked a question and you don't really know what it is and you don't know why you're being asked it, but you just kind of feel it. Well, then the guides finally said, when it got closer, they said, well, it's because it's a 9-year. It's because we're ending a cycle and starting a new one. And that cycle is the cycle of who do we want to be? Not what do we want to be? Not what do we want to surround ourselves with physically? Like at the start of 2020, it was a lot of your house was falling away, your job was falling away, your car, your stability, your ground under your feet. Okay, so you had a question of what you wanted at the beginning of this decade. Okay, well, now you're being asked who you want to be. Like, who you want to be is not who you want, but who you want to be. Like, who do you want to be known as for the next 10 years? And this changes every 10 years. Okay, and it changes as you go through the 10 years. But the big question that you're being asked is, who do I want to be known as? Who do I want people to look at me as? Am I a good person? Am I a bad person? Do I do things with integrity? Do I not do things with integrity? And what was really important about this was the spirit guide said, it doesn't matter what the answer is. They don't care what your answer is. There is no right or wrong. Like, you can be a shitty person. It doesn't matter. Like, that's up to you,
That's right.
I choose not to be, okay? But if you want to be, that's fine. It's just a matter of deciding that, though. Like, decide, am I deceptive? Am I not deceptive? Am I true to myself? Am I not true to myself? Am I truthful with others? Am I not truthful with others? Do I want people to look at me and respect me, or do I not? Obviously most people do, but how? How do you want them to respect you? Like, do you want them to look at you like you're a leader or a follower? Do you want them to look at you like you're into politics, you're not into politics? You're into religion, you're not into religion? Like, it's a who do you want to be? So this year is so important because this is an identity year. And what's funny is I've been saying I'm having a severe identity crisis. Like, I have had such a big identity crisis the last few months, where I don't know who I am or what I should do or who I trust or who should be in my life and who should not be in my life, because a lot of people fell out of my life this year. And I think a lot of us are going through that because of this question, so.
Yeah. I was reading Eckhart Tolle's book, The New Earth, and he actually has had clients who have come to him and who have asked him, who have said to him, I can't figure out who I am. What's my identity? I don't know who I am. I've left a relationship, or I've had a change of careers and I don't know what I want to do. And they're very stressed. And his response is, good, then you're ahead of most others. Because the falling away of what you perceive to be the identity is part of your transition into the next level of learning and awareness of who you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just kept saying, like, all these people are leaving my life. There must be something wrong with me. Like, they're all choosing to leave my life, and then some of them are dying, you know. But I had a lot of betrayal, and I just kept thinking, there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. But it's not. It's not that there's something wrong with me, and it's not that there's not. I mean, I'm sure there's reasons. It's just, I'm not saying I don't take any accountability. It's just that it's not really about that. It's really that my path had to clear. Like, the people around me that were not meant to join me on the next part of my journey had to go, and the path had to be empty for a while. Now that empty part was the hard part, you know. It was, and it still is, because I'm not transitioned all the way out of it, but I am getting a lot closer. I am starting to feel myself coming back, you know, like really coming back, you know, because I'm feeling confident again, and I'm not saying it's my fault anymore. Like, now I'm saying it doesn't matter. There is no fault. Now I'm saying it was just circumstance. It was important to make the next part happen. This part had to go, you know? So, and that's a good thing. And that's the important part, is to know that, like, things fall away so that other things can come. A new door can't open unless the old one closes. Like think about when you get rid of a car, another one always comes because it has to fill that space in your garage, you know? Like, when you end a relationship, another relationship comes. And all the things, when you quit a job, another opportunity comes. That's just how it works. It can't come when there's something there already filling the spot. So that's what it's about, you know?
Yes,
So,
and it's and a big aspect of that is the theme, which has been coming up in my life too, of surrender.
yeah,
It's not fighting it, and that is really hard. I do
it's
not say
so,
that lightly. But
yeah.
yeah, not fighting for control, it's surrendering to the
You
process.
you have said that to me so much this year, like in my worst times of this year.
Yeah.
And I have been mad at times. Like,
Of
I have been
course.
like, screw you. Like, you surrender. Like not mad at you, but mad. Like,
Oh no, I get it.
you know,
Yeah.
like, I just, you don't know
Yeah.
how to make sense of it when you're going through it. And you
Yeah.
don't know how to release from the control of it. You're like, I want it to be good, but I don't know how to make it be good. And it doesn't feel good, you know?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
well, the first time I was told that, and I was told by two different people who are intuitive people, I wanted to throw something.
yes, that's how I have felt. I'm like, I want to hit someone or hit
Yeah.
something or slam the door.
Yeah.
I always imagine my door and I'm just like, slam into the wall.
Yeah.
I don't do it, but I used to do that when I was younger.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, yeah. Hi,
Oh,
Anya. You're not late. There's no such thing around here. I was a half an hour late. Me and Yolanda. Well, it was
yeah.
me, not you, but you know.
And
Um,
Sylvia, thank you for being with us. It's
yeah.
past 2 a.m. where she is. And so that's
Oh,
really cool.
oh,
Yeah.
well, thank you. That's a big
Yeah.
deal. It really is. Like,
Yes.
to me,
Thank you for joining.
it's a big deal that anyone comes. Honestly, that's how I always feel, because I'm like, guys, you're like giving up your Friday night. You know, like, that's crazy. I wouldn't do that. No, I would do that. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm always like, you know, what? I love that people do that. You know, like, I
Yeah.
think it's amazing that you guys show up. So thank you for that. Okay, so the thing that we're doing different, which I never even got to because, you know, squirrel. But so Yolanda is going to not only help me with the readings, like, I'm going to do them, you know, for you guys, and then also I'm going to check in with her and see, like, how she, like, what her take is, if it's different than mine or the same as mine, you know, and just like kind of bounce off of each other a little bit, you know, because that's more like what we do together in our Q&As and our
It
hangout
is.
sessions and our case studies. We're always kind of bouncing off of each other, going, well, I see this and I see that. And it expands everybody's awareness, you know?
Yes.
So, yeah, and I like that. So the other thing we're going to do is Yolanda brought her oracle cards.
I did.
So
So if
at
you
Sorry, go
Cool.
ahead.
I was gonna say, if
Okay.
you guys have already given your the birth dates, and I've got them written down here, I'm keeping track of them. If you'd like to pick a spread, I have 3. So I have this spread, which is called the Spirit of the Animals Oracle deck, which I think is really good for this time.
Yeah.
The one that I think is also awesome for this time is the Dragon Oracle deck. Yep. The Dragon Path. And then, because I am a Magdalene initiate priestess, the Mary Magdalene Oracle.
That's awesome. Nice.
So you can just use the first word, like say dragon, spirit, animal, or Mary. And I'll just write that next to the birth date that you gave me.
Yeah, and we'll totally remind you guys. Don't worry. So, so what we're gonna do is we're going to so that's like an added bonus because it's the Lion's Gate, and we want to help you manifest. So it'll help.
And this full moon energy, we're working with all these gorgeous energies.
Yes. Okay, and if you guys do have the meditation, please do that tonight. Even if you did it last year, please do it tonight again. My daughter's doing it every day this week. Like she's trying to do it a lot. Like I did it last night, and I'm gonna do it again tonight because it will help you cement that manifestation in. Like it'll help you call it in because the energy is so heightened. And I don't know if you guys were here last week, but Heather said that she did it last year, and a lot of the things she asked for came true. Like a lot of the manifestations she wanted came true. So yeah. Star just found out she's part of the Mary Magdalene group. That's awesome.
Jose, do you remember? It was a while ago, but when you guys came in on one of our Q&As, I remember when we were looking at your numbers, I saw Mary Magdalene and Yeshua.
Oh, yeah.
And so that was really cool to hear. That's really cool confirmation.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so he said soul group, Mary Magdalene soul group. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and what else was I gonna say? Oh, Jose and Star are coming into the grad group. We just confirmed it, which Star, I didn't write back to you yet to say yes that it's confirmed, but you told me it was confirmed, so I'm confirming it now, and I will write to you later. So they'll be there. They'll be there in October for the grad group, and then
very cool.
And then we'll do a case study with them again. So only this time we're going to do it different. We're going to do twin flames, and we're going to talk about their charts. So yeah,
it's exciting
because they have some questions. So okay, so we're going to start doing numbers. Yay! I didn't.
All right, we're ready.
The whole time. Yes, we're ready.
All right. So we're going to be starting with Monica Galvin. And her birthday is February 21st, 76.
Okay, now you have charts too to write down?
I sure do. And then if you'd like, I don't know if this feels good for you, but I'm pulling their cards in advance as they're saying it, so I can read the card as you're writing down the numbers.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So Monica, pay attention. No, I'm just kidding.
Pay attention, Monica.
Pay attention, Monica. It's your job now.
You've got the confidence card. Take a nice look at it, and I'll read it to you. Trust yourself, your inner wisdom, and your intuition. Call upon this dragon when your confidence has taken a knock or when you feel you are unable to trust your own judgment. He gives you the hope and courage you need to carry on. He encourages you to dig deep and take the next step. He will be beside you all the way, supporting you as you go. He has a beautiful dragon energy you can call upon in times of personal crisis and need. Confidence is an awesome dragon to work with.
Oh, I love this. This is a great addition to this, Yolanda.
I'm having so much fun. And we just started.
That ties right into Monica's numbers. So did you write them down yet?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so she struggles with confidence, like a lot.
Yep.
So, wow, like what a great message because so Monica, you have this combination that says that you are a totally amazing person. You're very charismatic. You're very, you've got intuition just kind of dancing around you like a muse. You've got all these beautiful gifts, like, and you're very, very creative, and you're very directional. So you have like a lot of like leadership abilities. And so you do have confidence, and you have a lot to pull on for confidence. But then you have these other numbers that kind of say like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not really sure. I don't know how to use my voice right. I don't know how to say things I want to say. I don't know how to do things I want to do. I don't know how to tell the people around me that like I need this or I want this, you know? And then you kind of like hide instead of be present, you know, like you kind of like go inside yourself. Instead of making yourself bigger, you make yourself smaller. And you're someone who knows that you're amazing, but you deny that within yourself. I'm not saying you just deny it with other people. You may do that too, but you actually deny it in yourself. Like if I told you, oh, you're good at everything, because you are, like, because you're someone who pulls past life knowledge, and you can be good at anything you want in this life. You're really good at just learning things fast, just getting things. You're good at like all kinds of things. If I told you that, you might go, well, I don't know if I agree with that. But the truth is that you do know that about yourself. And so you're just kind of hiding in that inward, like, it's almost like you're lying to yourself, and you're believing what the naysayers say. And that's the hard energy that you're working with. But you have the confidence all over your chart that you could totally pull on if you could get yourself out of that mindset more, you know? So that's where it's coming from. Okay. Now, Yolanda, what would you like to add?
So it's really interesting.
Or do you see the same thing? Do you see something different? You know?
No. I actually do.
Okay.
And what's coming through, and the reason I made that face was actually a good thing, not a negative thing.
Okay.
I am seeing so much protective energy because of all of this, because you've overcome so much doubt, and you are very charming, actually outgoing, you know, like you, jack of all trades. You can, when you pull yourself out, you really are a great person to just have a chat with, and people feel like you're paying attention to them when you're talking to them, like, or when they're talking to you. So you have that. And I feel that, you know, just jumping off of what Tami is saying, that really feeds into your protective nature. Like, you're a protector of the vulnerable.
Yeah.
And that's where the dragon energy
and
comes
she's
in.
the dragon too.
She's the conqueror of the dragon.
Yes.
And so that's an incredible number to have. Not always an easy number, because you have to learn how to stand in your power, protect the vulnerable, but not do it for them. So it's this fine line of protecting, but knowing when to release. It's kind of like you're helping others help themselves.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like you saying, you know, I don't know how you said it. I can never paraphrase what people say, but like, because I always feel rather than hear. It's a weird thing. But I like how you said rather than doing it for them, you know, because that's really hard, you know, like with this combination, it's like, you know, that you do it better than everybody else, whether you admit it or not, like you just do.
Yeah.
And so it's so easy to do it for them instead of teach them how to do it or let them figure it out. And you really would do so good letting them figure it out, you know, a little bit. So, yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing. Amazing. So,
yeah.
I love this.
This is fun.
We should do things like this. Like, this is so fun. We never did this before.
Yeah, we were just giving it a shot. See what happens. Going with the energy of the evening.
Yeah, I didn't realize it would be so fun. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
So do you want another one?
Yes. So make sure that they know which ones that they can pick. Or
do you want me to remind them again?
Yeah, remind them. And also I'm going to put a comment on Facebook, because I don't think I can put it. Oh, wait, what can I do here? I'll put a comment on Facebook, and then I'll put it here so they can see it. Because I think that's the only way I can do it.
So while Tammy's doing that, I'll show you guys again. So you can choose, even if you've given me your birth date already, you can choose, like, for example, I think Ashley, you gave me your birth date, but I haven't seen your card choice yet, for example, or Jose. But just to let you know again, you have the Dragon Oracle to choose from. You also have the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. So it's the spirit animal you're working with today and this week. And then, in honor of Mary Magdalene, we've got the Mary Magdalene Oracle.
I love
and
that.
So you can pick that Oracle card, and you're not only going to get a numbers reading, but you're also going to get a card
I can
pull.
just leave it there. That's
awesome. So cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. I never do that because I don't really know how to do things on here, but it's so cool.
That's so cool.
So who are we doing next?
So we've got Sylvia.
Okay.
And she's picking, her birth date is August 26th, 87.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, I will pull a card for her.
Yay. Did she pick already? What kind?
She did. She picked from the dragon. Well, I think she kind of like, I'm going to go with the first one she listed. So you've got Orbron. This is the card. Let me look at that again so that I can look it up.
I love the dragon cards. They're so cool.
They're stunning. They're absolutely stunning. And so your card is Orbron. Reconnect to your physical body and get out of your head. And it says, if Orbron has turned up today, it is to reassure you that you can achieve what is required. You may have to dig deep within yourself and maybe do this for the long haul, but you can and will succeed. This striking red dragon's connection is firmly grounded and in effect connects to our base chakra. So that's our root chakra. He therefore relates to everything that makes up our physical lives and the world we create for ourselves. Orbron's message is a simple one. Nothing in this world you call home is insurmountable. Nothing is too big to deal with. Get your feet back on the ground and anchor yourself into your physical reality. That's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's really good. It's a gorgeous card.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. So like I'm looking at her chart, and her chart is very similar to the last one. I don't know if you noticed that yet. It's got a lot of the same patterns.
Oh, yes.
You know. So I would say, I know what's standing out that I won't talk about, and I know you know too, Yolanda. But, so I won't talk about a certain thing in the chart just because it's a complicated thing. But what else is standing out to me is, so like, I don't talk a lot about the completion numbers, like what they are, but it's a 31. And, I don't think I really know what a 31 means. You know, like I have a definition, of course, in my book, but it's a very generic definition. And I'm wondering if the 31, if like Yolanda, if you think that the 31 might have similar qualities to the 21, you know, because it feels like that in this chart. And I never felt like that before because I don't see 31s a lot.
That's really interesting. And the reason that I would agree with you is because that combo shows itself up in other ways as well.
Yeah.
And so, yes.
And you would think a 31 would be an elevated soul, right? Like that would be a soul that has had more learning before they came here, right?
Yes.
Like that's what it feels like with this chart, right? To you, like that's what it feels like.
Oh, absolutely. And if I could just throw in, not only are they an elevated soul, but I feel like they said this time, probably they mastered a lot of, you know, the leadership qualities in other incarnations and said, in this one, I'm going to learn to go with the flow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because they're very challenged with that. So, So that's the thing. That's what I love about the charts is that I love that whatever it is you're here to learn, you're going to struggle with immensely. Like, I hate that. And I love that at the same time. Like, I love that you have to really go through it like a test. like a multiple lifetime, a million tests to get there. And this person, like, oh my goodness, is going through it. You know, like you see it, like you can see it. It's so, this has not been an easy life for you, Sylvia. And this is not, it's like one of those lives where you're like, enough, you know, like enough already, because it's so hard. So like, I would love to say to you exactly what that card said is like, go with the flow, like let yourself just is that what the card said? Sorry. Or is that what we said?
Yeah, it was actually about getting in touch with the root chakra as well. And when we've had these disruptions or these moments where things have crumbled, and I just want to acknowledge that Sylvia, I just remembered earlier on, Sylvia said that she had breakdown moments this year alone.
Oh, yes, true. Yeah.
And so we can see that in your chart. And so we yes, and I just realized that we should be I should be validating that.
And
for
look
you.
what she just wrote. I have been reborn and came home. So
that's right.
That's in your chart. That's the part I won't talk about.
That was the part she didn't want to talk about.
Yeah. Because it says that right in your chart. And I was like, we don't talk about that on here because it's not it's too complicated of a subject to go into, because it really does require a lot of explaining and a lot of like, you know, talking it through. So in a full reading, we talk about that, but in a mini reading where we can't see you, it's not really good to talk about. So
yes, and so there are some people who haven't realized that moment has appeared in their life yet, or that moment, especially if they're young. And the last thing we want to do is say to somebody, hey, you might have like a big breakdown moment in your life. It's just not helpful.
Well, because you said you've been reborn, it's like okay to say, hey, you have a rebirth in this lifetime. But like, I would never, ever, ever, ever go there on a live, you know? So, I mean, I think I actually have gone there, but that's actually why I wouldn't again, you know, because it's actually not good. But where I will go with this is that you are the conqueror of the dragon, which, whether you know it or not, it's absolutely true. You are a protector of the weak. You know, you are here to stomp out the dark forces. And a lot of times, you know, you hear, you know, conqueror of the dragon, and you think like you're trying to hurt dragons. You're not trying to conquer dragons. Dragons are beautiful, wonderful creatures that help us, you know, they help conquer evil with us, you know. So like, you're someone who walks with dragons. So you have a dragon as a guide, or you have multiple dragons as guides. You're somebody working with that fire of that dragon. So like, whenever you feel like you're not okay and you just want to give up, you remember that you have that dragon energy. You're fierce yourself. You're somebody that will win. You're somebody that will conquer this hard place, you know, and you're somebody that has the ability to be okay, you know, and you're also somebody who has the ability to help others be okay too. And so you're a protector of the world, you know, and that is such a high calling and such a job that people take on. And it sounds like we take it very lightly because we talk about it a lot, because we see a lot of conquerors of the dragon, but it is not a light job. It is not an easy job. And it is not something that like you should take lightly. It is a great honor to walk with dragons, you know, and it is something that not everyone can handle, because you are a protector of the world. You are someone that will fight for justice and help people, you know, that need the help, you know, and you'll also help yourself, you know. So that I'm always very proud of people that take on that mission, because it's not an easy one. And it's not one that, I mean, I didn't take on that mission, you know, like, I don't know that I would, you know. I have recently found out that I do have dragon guides, but not because I'm the conqueror. I just walk with the energy, you know, like they help me, but I don't necessarily, you know, we're not the army together that stomps out the dark forces together, you know. So, okay. So what do you think, Yolanda? Is there anything else you'd like to say about Sylvia?
I think you got it. I think it's good. Yes. Yeah, I do want to just tell her that thank you for coming to do this work.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Truly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do we have next?
So we've got Anya, and I please forgive me if I mispronounce this, but I believe it's Fuchtenberger or Fuchtenberger.
I would have never went there. I would have never tried that one.
Oh, I like trying,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, no,
English
it's
teacher in me,
awesome that you do it. I don't try the last names. I have a hard enough time with the first name.
right?
But I love the name Anya. I've given her a reading and her mom a reading, and they're amazing people.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and I want to name one of my plants Anya. We were
It's a
talking about it
beautiful,
last week. So
yeah,
yeah.
it's a beautiful name. And so her birthday is 4/11/87.
Okay.
She's got fun numbers.
Yeah, she does. She's got a really nice energy.
Mm-hmm.
And did she pick a kind of card?
She did. And so I was writing it down.
Okay.
You are the sea turtle.
Ooh, I
She
love
picked
that.
she picked the animal oracle deck.
Nice.
And so she is a sea turtle, and that represents protection, Anya. You are the master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm, and your path will unfold. Persevere, and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. And it says that it's about the sea turtle represents success, contentment, achievement, perseverance, protection, survival, good luck, heightened senses, patience, and the enjoyment of life. And it's funny, I'm reading the enjoyment of life because when I
And
saw,
and
right?
you're seeing it right in her chart. Yeah, I know
Yes.
you are. You're seeing the Wanderlust Explorer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. I love that.
Isn't it? I'm
Yeah.
having so much freaking fun with this.
I know. This is so fun. I love it. Um, you should pick someone next that does the Mary so that we see all the decks. Like make sure
That,
we see all the decks.
that's on my next list. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so Anya, so we'll talk about that. So you are the Wanderlust Explorer. What that means is that you are not only someone who travels, but you find the beauty in the world when you do. Like I was just explaining this earlier to someone. I said, you're the Wanderlust Explorer, and he said, "What does that mean?" And I said, it means that not only do you travel, but you go off the beaten path, because you're also the experiencer. You're not just the traveler, you're the adventurer, and you're the one that feels the world. Like you're the one that wants to know the stories. Like I said, you would love to go to a planned vacation at a resort and stay, go and do all of that. But you are also the person that would love to kind of separate from the crowd and kind of go down the streets of the city and look up at a building and say, "Oh, how did that building get here?" Like to the locals, and you'd be like, "Tell me the stories, tell me what you eat, show me your food and your drinks, and tell me your traditions," because you are the one who really loves the world and loves to experience, what the world has to offer. Now, if you're not someone who travels yet, because I know you're on the younger side, just know that I know it's in your heart, and it is in your heart. You're going to travel. Absolutely, you're going to travel, and you must find a way because it is definitely here and you need it. You also are someone who is the unconquerable, which I wouldn't normally talk about both because, one is, kind of enough to tell you a lot about yourself, but that one is standing out and the guides are talking about it because they want you to know not to give up because you're fine. Like you're going to always be okay. You're always going to get back up no matter how hard life gets, no matter how much it seems to push you down. Your spirit guides want you to know that you are the unconquerable. You do not become defeated. You have everything that you need, and you are totally completely safe. And they just want you to know that they see that you struggle, and that they want you to know not to give up, like not to believe that struggle can keep you down because it can. So, okay, Yolanda, what do you think?
I am 100% behind it all.
Good. I like when that happens. It's a good thing.
Yes, I really am. Like so much of what you just said, I'm all for
Yeah.
it. There's you know, I saw a lot of strong heart energy and really working on the relationships. That was the first thing that popped up to me, and really
Yeah.
working on relationships in order to, and this is what makes it so lovely. You're using your wisdom and you're tapping into your heart. So you're pulling your wisdom through your heart. And then you're speaking, you have a beautiful throat chakra. And so you're speaking this message of love to that soul family who are in need of that. And it's to help elevate them. So what I always say when people have a combo like that is I always go, remember that we give them advice and then we step back and let them follow through on their advice. We don't follow through for
Yeah.
them.
Yes. That's good advice. Yeah.
That was it though, because
Yeah.
I just see such
Yeah.
a beautiful like helper, you know, and a
Yeah.
guide in
And
many ways.
and she's also, Anya, you're also standing in your power, as much as you do struggle, because I can see this like doubt kind of lingering in there somewhere. um you really do stand in your power, and you really do affect a lot of people in this lifetime. I also saw you I also saw like a vision, not necessarily you talking to a tree, but you touching a tree and communicating with it. So I don't know if you've ever tried that, but I would recommend trying that, because if you haven't, because I think that you have a lot of fairy vibe in here, and I feel like that like elemental energy, where I think you do communicate with the elements, and that's probably because you're the wanderlust explorer, because you are so full of wonder for the world, and so like in touch with it because of that, And you asked about astral travel. You said, are you talking about astral travel? So no, I'm not talking about astral travel, but you do have a hidden number that says that you probably do astral travel as well. It's like a very silent astral travel number, but it definitely is in there. Do you see it, Yolanda, where I'm talking about? Okay. So, yeah. So, yes, you probably astral travel as well. And if you haven't learned how to do that yet, work on learning how to lucid dream, because
Yep.
if you can wake up inside of your dreams, then you will be able to control them, and that will lead you to astral travel, and it'll feel a little bit safer, so so yeah. Anyway, Anya, you have beautiful numbers, and thank you for
Yes.
sharing them with us.
Yes.
Oh, and
It's
one of my very favorite people are here. Well, my daughter's here, so of course she's absolutely my favorite person. But Kelly's here, and I love Kelly. I don't know if you know Kelly, but I love, love, love Kelly. So I'm so glad you're here, Kelly. I miss
Hi,
you
Kelly.
so much. I miss you so much. So, okay,
So are we ready for the next one?
we are.
Okay, so Jose gave us a number
Okay.
and it's 82581. And while you do that, I pulled one of the cards that brings me lovely emotion. It's a little
Yeah.
long, so I'm going to read just an
Okay.
excerpt of it, but
Okay. Yep.
it's called they chose the Mary card, the
Oh,
Mary
good. Good.
Oracle deck.
Good.
And
Nice.
so it's called The Good. I
Okay.
am inherently good.
Okay.
And so what that says is if we let it, the fact that we are good, that truth alone can transform our entire lives. We can let go of the guilt, the shame, the feeling of not being enough or of being far too much. We can let go of the idea that we are somehow less or worth less because we are human. We can let go of the idea that God is divine, as a divine being who is way up there, way beyond us and out of our reach. We can let go of the constant struggle. Start here. You are good. Let that truth ring through you. Let that truth guide you. Soul voice meditation. What good can I see in myself in this moment?
Hmm. That's why that came up. So this came up because this person really struggles. Um, so they have the Conqueror of the Dragon. I know this is, Jose says this is one of our friends' numbers. I knew it wasn't your numbers.
Yes.
Because I do actually know Jose and Star's numbers. So they're ones that I probably will never forget, at least Jose's. Um, so yeah, so this person is both they're the nurturer and they're the humanitarian, and this person has such a soft heart, you know, like they have such a beautiful soul, and they really, really struggle because they have a hard life. They have a lot of trauma. They have temptation. They have like just like they have an uphill battle, I would say, you know, and they're always there to help others, and they really are always showing up for other people, but then they kind of hide within themselves. And I don't know if they let people help them or not, but whether they do or not, they might not. They really struggle with feeling worthy and like they matter, and they struggle with like they struggle a lot with self-worth and a lot with self-doubt, and they have anxiety about it, and they just feel like life is too hard. Like I just feel this really like weight of the world on this person, and I feel them. I see them get up every day and try and keep trying, and they're always trying because they're also the unconquerable, so they don't get defeated all the way. They just feel that way. And then they're also the conqueror of the dragon, so that helps because they have that fire energy, you know, that they can carry with them. But they really do always just have hard things kind of presenting themselves, and it does feel like a series of that in their life. And then they do also just really struggle because they also have a lot of heart energy, so they could get mean at times, you know, because it's very hard to deal with this kind of pressure, you know, this kind of like the weight of the world is on my shoulders, and I want to be a good person, and I am a good person, but I don't know how to continue being a good person. I want to give up on being a good person. It's so hard, you know, but they don't give up. They don't.
Yes.
Well, they might give up at times, but they don't actually give up. You know, they always come back to being a good person. So at the end of the day, this is a good person that you can count on. This is somebody that is really trying, and they could really use a friend. You know, like they could totally use a good friend, like someone who cares, even though they might not share everything with you. Like they have a hard time letting people in because they don't trust, because they've been so hurt. But they definitely need support. Like they could use a lot of support. So, okay, what do you think?
You nailed it.
Oh, I didn't let you read the card. Did I? Oh no, I did.
Yes, we did. It was.
I forgot about the card because I was like, I got really into what it felt like. So
yeah, it was very emotional. And what I actually would like to do is after that, I'll screenshot it for you to send to Jose so he can share with his friend.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because it's got a beautiful long message, and and I had to condense it, and I think that this person would really benefit from getting the entire message.
That's a good idea. Yeah, because they're not here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think when you see this chart?
Oh, I saw all those things. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, you nailed it. I would really recommend that they go out into nature whenever they're feeling overwhelmed and need to release some of that heaviness. You know, I don't know if they garden or if they like to go in the water. But really being in touch with the elements, being in nature, even sitting out, like I almost picture them just sitting out in amidst the trees, like just going into the woods and just sitting. And giving some of that, releasing some of that to Mother Earth would be really beneficial for them.
Hey, take this person camping with you. They would do well on a camping trip or something. They would need that.
Yeah.
Like just hanging out by a fire and maybe like having some water element somewhere. Like that would be awesome for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just making a note to like send this to them so I don't forget.
Yeah, I made a note too. Don't worry. Yeah,
okay,
just in case.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Backup notes upon backup notes. I
know.
I forget everything. Like
me too.
I swear that I have the best intentions. Like when I'm with somebody, I'm like, I'm gonna send this and I'm gonna send that and I'm gonna tell you about this. And then I do sometimes, but I forget, you know. So.
Well, I can't speak for you, but in my case, I call it perimenopause. And so
okay, good. I'll blame it on that too. Yeah.
You're welcome, Jose. We were really glad to be able to do this one if it's of any help. But Yeah.
This one's a good one. Oh, they did take them camping. Good. And she
And
loves
she
the
loves the
water.
water.
Good. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay. You want
Okay,
to
so
move on to another one?
we're gonna do two more. Okay.
Okay. Two more. All right, we got it. So
Okay.
we've got um Julie Podlasic,
Okay.
and the birth date is 10/6/75.
Okay.
And it's the dragon deck.
Okay. I love the
So
dragon deck. It's my
me
new
too.
favorite. You know,
Wh-
hey, I'm gonna bring you next week. Do you want to come next week? Because we should do this again.
Obviously.
Okay. Let's do this again and then we'll start the rotating chair. How about that?
Hey, that works.
Yeah.
That works. And I'll bring my cards. I may bring different ones. I have a couple of others
Okay.
to choose from.
That it's totally up to you. Pick
Yeah,
what feels right, you know?
yeah,
Bring
we'll
what,
go with the energy.
yeah.
So, Julie, I pulled a really cool card for you, and it's gorgeous. It's Gaia.
Oh, I love that one. Oh
Yes,
my
it's the
goodness. That's
Gaia dragon. And this is your message.
pretty.
Have courage to stand up for what you believe in your heart to be true. The dragon Gaia is the earth keeper and carries Gaia's ancient knowledge deep within her. She is one of the oldest dragons yet to come to the earth. I am the etheric body of your planet. I urge you to protect her and all who dwell upon her. I will guide you into restoring balance. She is here now to help ground the frequencies of the fifth dimension and above, which are coming into our consciousness, and she will guide us when we are ready to reignite the light of the earth's grids. This deep healing invokes, the deep healing this invokes will help Gaia and us as humans to build peace on earth and a future that is sustainable. Call upon her support when you're working on a new project and need to anchor its energy fully.
That's really good.
Yeah.
And it goes with her chart really well. So yeah, that's really good. So you are the conqueror of the dragon. We apparently have a lot of those tonight. I don't know if we said it with the last one. Well, no, we did. That Jose's friend is also the conqueror of the dragon.
Yes.
Okay, so
We've got a lot of juicy conquerors tonight. That's a
I
theme.
know all the dragons showed up tonight. That's awesome, you know.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, Lionsgate, that's a dragon energy. Wouldn't you agree?
It is.
It's got that fierceness because of the lions and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Julie, so what I want to say is that you are someone who is a powerhouse, like really and truly a powerhouse. Like that is really what stands out. It's like you are totally stacked on the mental, and then you also have this like drive and this motivation to like do things, you know. So you don't only have all these abilities and all of these gifts, but you are moving with them. Like you are doing it. You are in this world to do things, and you're also the conqueror of the dragon. So like you're also a protector of the world. You're also a force yourself because of that. And then you're on an optional last life. So now there's times when I see an optional last life, and this used to be my belief all the time until I saw it different and realized it. When you're on an optional last life, sometimes you're the person who is just done, like overwhelmed, can't take anymore. And you're like, I'm really hoping to learn my last few lessons and just get the hell out of this place. It's so hard, you know. That's not you though. Okay. So you are the optional last life who is the one that I love to see. Like I saw this first with Tony Robbins. That's where I first saw it, where he's on an optional last life because he wants to do more of what he's doing. Like he's like, I came into this life and I impacted the world and I want to keep impacting the world. So I want to come back and I want to do it again. So like Tony Robbins is going to get to the end of his life and he's going to come back and he's going to have more change, you know. He's going to impact more people in more places and do more because he's loving the impact that he's having, you know. Now, he could, of course, get to the end of this life and say, you know what, I feel fulfilled and I'm good. Like his higher self could say, I'm done. And that's fine too. That's why it's an option, you know. Now you have it the way that he has it, where you're doing things in this life where I'm not going to say that you don't struggle, because Earth is a struggle place. It just is. Human is hard. It's hard for everyone. There's not anyone that gets out of it with it being easy. Okay. People might say that. It's not true. Like, it is true at times, but that's not what Earth is supposed to be about. So Earth is not going to be that for anybody. It's always going to be struggles, because you don't learn anything without struggle, you know? So I'm not saying it's easy, because it's not, but it is very guided. You are extremely well guided from, you're working with source energy. So you're working with your crown chakra, and you're working with the higher power. So you're working with God, source, the universe, the angels, and your higher self. Those are the energies that you are channeling through your body, and you are using those to help others. Then you are here to make the world a better place for you, having been here. You are 100% doing that and acting on that. You're also a teacher. You're also a guide. I feel very strong teaching energy in you, you know, very strong. Like, you are the teacher. Like, if you're not actually a teacher, like with title, you are the teacher anyway, because you are a very strong teaching energy. And then the guide, so you're a spirit guide on Earth. And the reason that you are that is because you are someone who is an extension of your spirit team. You're somebody, like, you have your spirit guides on the other side, and you're somebody that made a deal to help them help people on Earth. So like, you channel wisdom and knowledge and messages from them all the time, every day, whether you know it or not. And you do that to help others. So I mean, you are a powerhouse in every way that there is, almost, you know, and you are really, really here on purpose, and you're doing it. Like, you're absolutely doing it. So I feel your energy so strong, and I just love your beautiful nature as well. You're very charismatic. You're such a gentle, beautiful hearted soul. You're a nurturer. You're a giver. Like, you're someone who takes care of people, and you're somebody who really, really wants to see people succeed. So you're also a cheerleader for people. I love your energy. So, okay. So, what do you think?
So I know this person. You nailed it.
Okay,
All
good.
of it.
Oh, you know her. Okay, I love that. Okay, that's even better.
I didn't want to tell you.
Yeah,
Because this person has a very analytical mind, like you said. And
Mhm.
so I wanted it to come from you without any interference from me, so that they know. They
Yeah,
like to hear it twice,
yeah,
um, because of their analytical mind.
yeah.
And yes, you nailed it with everything you said about that person, especially the strong teacher energy. They are a healer in their life. That's what they do
Nice. I
in
love
the
that.
medical area.
I love that.
But
Okay.
they're also very, very on point about letting people know what the expectations are, and really, really educating people on a level that I haven't seen coming from other healthcare professionals.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
I
Like,
love
they
that.
want you to have informed consent of
Yeah.
everything.
Yes. The energy that I was really feeling strongly was, I don't like to leave anyone behind. Like, I like people to know the
Yes.
circumstances, and I like them to not to feel seen and heard, and not like I'm talking over them and I know more. I do know more, and I'll take the authority in that. And I want to be the mentor or the guide or the professional that tells you the truth. But I want you to also participate in that truth and be
Yes.
seen in that. I really felt
Yes.
that very strongly. And that was
Yes.
kind of screaming in this chart. You know, that's how I,
Empowering people is her thing, and she goes above and beyond, and will even go
yeah.
around obstacles if she has to for
Yeah.
people.
Oh,
Yes.
empowerment. That's the word.
Yes.
Yeah. She likes
Empowerment.
to empower others. I love that.
Yes.
Oh, and Jenny says, "Oh my goodness, I say goodness instead of God. Oh my goodness, you definitely nailed it. I know her also.
That's
Awesome.
right.
I love when that happens. Um, I had someone do a chart with me the other day. Oh, he asked me to do someone that he knows that he's very confused about. And I don't know who the person is. I still don't. I saw him once, but I met him kinda in passing, but I don't really know anything about him. And he's got a very layered chart, which I'm going to put in the I'm going to put it in the grad group actually, because I want you guys to look at it. He has 5 ones. 5.
Wow.
I've never seen, I don't think I've seen 5 ones. This guy's an enigma. And that's what I told him. I said, he's an enigma, and that's why you can't figure him out. I can't either. I can, but I can't, and I told him all about him. I told him everything I knew from the chart, and I just kept talking about it. And then he asked some questions, and I answered those. And he goes, everything you told me, absolutely 100%. And he goes, from what I know about him, because you can't get to him, so.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm going to be putting that in the grad group.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. So bye, Anya. I don't know if you already left, but bye. Thank you for being here.
Oh my goodness. It was like, I think almost 4 a.m. by where she was at this point. I think she left at around the 3:15 mark.
Okay, so the last one is
we've got one more, and that is Kelly.
Oh, I love Kelly so much.
And we've got 10-23-77.
Okay. I'm not going to assume that they're her numbers, because I have no idea anymore who is who anymore. So.
And so we have got, and yeah, they're actually, whoever this is only like a week apart from me in birthday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, okay. She chose the Mary cards.
Oh, good.
And yes, it's beautiful. And the message is everything comes from within. The rose, I trust divine timing.
Oh, that's pretty. Nice.
And so the way it goes, the message goes, so much of our lives for so many of us is focused on what happens outside of us, on what we do or produce. And what we produce or earn or accumulate is linked to a sense of self-worth. What we have forgotten is the majesty of what cannot be seen. We have forgotten about cultivating a capacity to love and be loved. The rose, a symbol of the divine feminine, represents an inner surrender that cannot be timed according to the ego or any external circumstances. The rose is about remembering that we cannot force ourselves. We cannot will ourselves to be anyone else other than exactly who we are in this moment. If we accept the beauty of where we are right now, we will allow the ego to loosen its grasp on linear time. We can trust our own divine timing. And the soul voice meditation is, what can I trust that is unfolding in its own divine timing?
I think that could not be more perfect for this chart. I think every card you read was really perfect for the chart.
It's the energies, man. They're really like on fire.
They are. And the messages are just really coming through easily too.
Yeah.
Hi, Kat. I'm glad that you're here. And Jenny says, I say, oh my goddess. I love that. That's awesome.
I love that.
I never heard that. That's awesome. Okay. So now there's a few reasons I think that that's very relevant to this person. So I don't know who the person is, obviously. I don't know if it's Kelly or someone else, but I'm not going to assume either way. But this person really has a strong heart. Like, they are doing everything from their heart chakra, and they are doing everything with their why in mind. And what that means is that they're coming from a place of truth. Even though their life, the word I hear is convoluted. Their life is a little convoluted. It doesn't make sense. It's kind of like a lot of things are one way and they shouldn't be, in a way. Like, it's like opposite of what it should be almost. So they do get confused because of that, and they get very overwhelmed, and they get angry even. They're very mistreated, and that's what I don't like about this person's chart. Like, this person has a lot of misunderstanding, not on their own part, but on the part of others. Like, people look at them and they think they're one way and they're not. And that's a shame, because this person's so beautiful and wonderful inside. And I want them to be seen so much better and clearer, but they're kind of not there yet, and it doesn't matter really, like they are on their last life. They're also on an optional last life. So, or sorry, they're not optional. They're on an additional life, a bonus life.
Yep.
So, yeah, so they chose to come here. And they did choose this to be their last time. Like they're very clear that it's their last time, but they're also here because they chose to be here when they didn't have to be. They chose to come as a helper, So they're very, very misunderstood, and this life is very lonely for them, and that's what's hard for me, like with it, because I feel that inside of this chart. I feel like I'm so sad in a way, like not me but them. I feel like they're sad because they're like, I don't think anyone understands me, and I don't think anyone ever will, and that's okay that they don't, as long as you can find that within yourself, as long as you can find your own understanding, as long as you can stand on your own truth. But then what I see in here is that you don't do that. So like you kind of go, there is something wrong with me, maybe, and that worries me because I want you to know there's not. Like whoever it is, I want you to know that there's nothing wrong with you. You just do things a little bit different than everyone else, and that's okay. That's perfect. That's what you came here for. You came here to be a disruptor, and that's good, yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I'm seeing, and I guess like advice I would give, because that is a little bit hard, is that I would say trust yourself more, trust in your gifts and your understanding. This person's so intelligent, like so intelligent,
Yes.
so well put together. You are the model for others. Like people look at you and they go, I want to be like her or him, like I want to be like this person, because you are the model for the rest of the people. You are what people want to be, even though they don't understand you. You still model that. And so, you are that. And I want you to know that even though you feel like something's wrong and you feel very misunderstood, there's not anything wrong. You're exactly living on purpose, and you always will be. So that's what I would say. What do you think, Yolanda?
You nailed it. I just want to say something on the side.
Yeah.
So everyone who does, I mean, you don't know, so you're not doing this, right? But I just want to point out that for people who may be new to this kind of numerology, the numbers do give a lot of messages. A lot of what Tami just said, however, is very intuitive. So the numbers, if you were to grid them, will only say so much. What she's just adding in there is what she's downloading. And so it's really just a gift to watch you in action, because I know where the numbers would stop in the 3D and where you're now in the 5D.
Yes.
So
that's amazing that you see that, because I don't know how to explain that to anybody.
yeah. It's like you go, oh, here I go. And then you go whoosh, and now you're on another level. And so I just, it's always a pleasure to see that. So I just had to say that.
I love that. Thank you.
Yes, you're very welcome. But I will say that I would counsel this person that quite often they feel like they're stuck in like this spot where they don't know what direction they should take, and to just understand that that was part of their plan, and that whatever direction they take will be the right direction, even if it doesn't seem like the right one from another person's perspective. It's the right one for them because they came here to be a disruptor in ways. So even if other people say that's not, why did you make that, that was the decision as part of their life plan, as part of their path, and it's so that other people can see it. So just trust, and and they can learn how to make their own decisions, but just trust when you're like in a fork in the road, that you're going to make the right decision for you, and that even if it feels like a mistake, your soul is here to teach other souls, so you're not making a mistake.
Yeah, I agree. So. I agree with that. Yeah. It's like a difficult chart, but it's also like a really beautiful chart. And
it's a beautiful chart. Yes.
I look at it and I go, man, I just want to hug this person, because I want them to know that people love them, and I want them to know that they are seen and they do matter, and they're not being overlooked, like
yes,
what their truth is,
or misjudged.
or misjudged, yeah. And I kind of want them to be seen more and better, you know. But then at the same time, it's like they have everything that they need. They just have to
Yeah.
pull it from out. Have to pull it from inside and bring it back to the surface so they can see it, you know, again,
Yes.
you know.
Yes. And
So,
I would advise them to do some, if they write, to do some writing to
oh,
communicate to themselves. So either write in a journal, you can write a blog entry, you can write a song if you want, but some way of
yeah,
communicating, because
yeah,
communication is really the key for you. And it doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. People will follow suit if they're meant to, but it's
yeah,
more about feeding that into you and really opening up that throat chakra.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also this person automatic writes. Like I
Yep.
was just told that. So so
I'm glad
definitely writing would be good. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. Did you feel that too?
Yes. It was
I
the first
wonder,
thing I saw. I saw
yeah,
eyes closed and
yeah,
yeah.
I just like heard it. I don't know if I heard it or what, but it was like right here. And it was like, don't forget this, you know. Um, so yeah, I wonder sometimes when we're doing numbers, like when we're in a Q&A or we're just hanging out or whatever, I wonder if we're sharing a consciousness, like maybe a collective is talking to all of us, because it seems like we're all picking up parts of what they're trying to tell us, you know. And
Yeah.
I just love that. It's almost like when people say great minds, you know, like they say,
Yeah.
it's like that's what it feels like. It feels like a collective mind that we're sharing or we're tapping into or something like that. And I just love that. I love working together this way. You know, like I think it's awesome. So,
Yeah. And Kelly said you
oh,
both got it.
oh
Amazing.
good. I'm so glad, Kelly.
Thank you.
Um,
And Star, thank you for saying
yeah,
thank you for enjoying. And Jose, that was a very nice compliment. It's a very much
yeah,
appreciated. And
yeah,
Star, please, if you ever have questions about that Mary Magdalene book, just to chat, just you
yeah.
can always
You
reach
guys
out.
should have a hangout.
I've
Star,
been wanting to do that
yeah,
for the
you
Mary
should.
Magdalenes. Yeah, the theme.
Star and Jose are so fun to hang out with. The only thing that I will, the only thing I will recommend is that you do use some kind of timer, because our last call was 7 hours and nobody has time for that. I mean,
Right?
but I don't regret a freaking minute of it because I love them so much and they're
Yeah.
so fun to talk to, you know? So,
They're a great couple. And
yeah,
yeah, it's been in the back of my mind to do like a book kind of group.
yes, do
But
it.
just very
Like
like,
a book club.
yeah, like low key,
Yeah,
not anything,
yeah,
crazy where people have to read every single word,
yeah.
you know?
Donna just did that. So Donna's one of the graduates as well, if you guys don't know. Donna just did that with Avalon. And I wanted to join her little book
Oh,
club because I wanted to read it again with people. That would be so
yeah,
fun because I love
yeah.
that book so much. But I didn't catch whenever they were doing it, and I was just, I don't know. So
Yeah, and the time difference.
I love talking to you guys too. So I love that Alyssa said I was thinking the same thing. So if you guys don't know, Alyssa's my daughter. She's my oldest daughter. All three of my daughters are extremely psychic. They just are like off the charts psychic. They were just born that way. The other day, me and Yolanda were on a call and you told her about the dragons. Okay. I don't remember what you told her specifically, but like something about her having connection to dragons. You asked her if she does. And she was like, oh, I don't know. Whatever. And then the next day she wrote to me and she goes, Mom, hey, I do have connection to dragons. And she said, you remember I used to draw dragons all the time? And
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, of course. And she's always been so magical, you know, like my whole
There it
family is
is.
very magical, you know. So she's been more though, like more than anybody in the family. She's a very mystical person and she's
Yeah.
always been like connected to like mysticism, it feels like, and magic and fairies and not necessarily fairies, but like
There's
a lot of
There's
magic,
even
you know.
there's even and I did not see Alyssa on that call, just so everyone knows. I only heard her because she was off to
Oh
the
yeah, you
side.
didn't see her because she won't
No,
go on the camera. I
but
hate
that's fine. That's
that.
I totally respect that. But I
Yeah.
heard her voice and I wanted to say there was almost a dreamy quality to her voice.
Yes. Yes.
It's It's almost like it's like almost hypnotic in a very
Yeah,
positive way, but there's a dreamy quality. Like she's
yeah.
talking to you, she is very much in tune to what you're saying, but there's an aspect of her that's somewhere like
Yes,
higher, going,
yes,
and
that's
this is what,
true.
like she's seeing something else. There's
She
like a,
knows things that other
yeah,
people don't know, and she's always
yeah,
been like that. And
yeah.
so you know what she did? I don't think I told you. No, I probably did tell you about this actually the other day. So she did this thing, and this is probably a perfect way to end this tonight. Okay. So I came home from that beach trip. By the way, guys, I went to the beach for my birthday. My kids booked this amazing beach house for all of us, and it was so big and so nice, and we all fit in it perfectly. No one was upset. Like the whole weekend, not anyone was upset except for once. There was like one little like couples argument between them, not a big deal,
Which
totally,
happens.
totally resolved quickly. But like, but the grandkids were happy. Everyone was so good. Like, oh, I had the best weekend ever, Anyway, so I just want to
So
tell you guys,
happy you
because I know
did.
you guys heard about me doing it, and I just wanted to tell you it was great. I felt so loved, and I really, really needed that because I have been going through such hard times for so long lately.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I came home from the beach trip, and Alyssa couldn't go because her boyfriend, whatever, she couldn't go, doesn't matter why. And so I came home, and Alyssa does a lot of automatic writing. Ever since her dad died in 2020, she does a lot of automatic writing because he started talking to her that way. And so she does it all the time. And I don't ask her questions about it because I don't ever have like questions I want. I don't know. I guess. I don't know. I never think of anything to ask her. But anyway, so I come home and she goes, Mom, do you know anyone named let me see what his name is. Like, I don't know. I just want to get it right. I don't want to say it wrong. Shit, I just typed the wrong password. I don't even know my own password on my phone.
I wish I remembered the name because I remember you mentioned the name, but it was very different. Oh,
Different names.
Gareth. Gareth.
Gavin.
No, Gavith.
Yeah,
Gavith.
Gavin.
We confused it with
See,
the
that's
labyrinth.
what I do too. Like, I get it wrong because Samantha's husband is Garrett, and it's just like close, kinda. And then I think of the labyrinth with
Yes. Gareth. That's the one I was saying. Oh no, Jareth.
Jareth. Yeah. So yeah, it's like a little bit in my head, like hard, but yeah. So his name is Gavin.
Gavith.
Yeah. Oh, Alyssa typed it.
There
Okay.
thank
Cool.
you, Alyssa.
So she says, do you know anyone with this name? And I'm thinking human, like I'm thinking us,
Right.
And I'm like, I don't think I've ever heard that name before. Like, no, I don't know anyone with that name. And then she says, well, not like a friend or something, but do you know anyone with that name? Like maybe on the other side. And then when she said that, I went, I think I might, because it sounds slightly familiar, but I'm not sure. And I was like, I don't know. And then she told me this whole thing where he's one of my spirit guides, and he was talking to her, and she was like talking to him about our animals that passed away and where they are now and why she can't talk to them and how it all works. And I downloaded this whole thing about it. When she told me, it kind of like connected us to talk about it. Well, now, like, I'm not going to go into all that, but like now, ever since I know his name, it's like he's right here. And now he's talking to me all the time. So like I keep hearing him. Like I don't know that it's him, but
that's really cool.
It has to be him,
Yeah.
So the other day I was in the shower and I had this whole download for another project to work on that I think is amazing. And I mean, could I do more projects though? I mean, come on. Like, what am I doing with my life? But anyway,
hey, just keep a list. Just keep a list.
They always happen. It just takes a while,
Yes.
But yeah, but he keeps telling me things, and he keeps expanding things on me. Like, so like he'll give me, well, I'll have a concept of something, like a theory about something, and then he'll expand it now for me. Like I'll be thinking, oh, this is how it works when you communicate with someone on the other side. And he'll go, well, actually, this is how it works. Mm-hmm. And he shows me a picture, and he just kind of like makes it all simple. And I'm like,
that's awesome.
Goodness. So like I'm adding so I know I told you the whole theory I came up with the other day not going to go into it, that big long theory that we exchanged, when I was talking to Alyssa, I'm going to be writing that theory in my book.
Good.
Like maybe in the introduction or something, but I'm going to add it to my book because it keeps expanding now. Now I've downloaded I've downloaded, or he's told me, I don't know, this whole theory about how life purpose works and calibration to your life purpose and like all of it. And I'm like, wow.
That's exciting.
My mind is blown, and your minds are going to be blown too when my book comes out soon. Like, holy shit. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's a good way to end it.
Yes.
I'm so glad that you guys were all here, and I really love this new like thing we're doing. And so Yolanda's gonna come. Can you actually come next week?
I can because I thought I had something and then it got pushed to Saturday. So
okay,
I can do it.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
So next week we're gonna have a Yolanda again. But I am going to have an application. I didn't create it yet, but there will be an application to actually, be here with me like this, because we're going to always have an open chair now. Like, it's going to be a different person every week, of course, except for next week because we're going to do Yolanda again. But we're going to have like kind of an open chair so you can meet new people and learn new things. And we'll still always do numerology. But now we'll kind of dive into other things. Like maybe we'll have Lucia come and do crystal ball readings like you just did tarot card readings. Maybe we'll have Jenny start telling us some things, and we'll just have different things, So it's going to be really fun. So and then this, of course, is going to lead into a full-blown podcast, and that is the plan. So
yes,
I'm so glad that you guys are here, and thank you for being with us. And sorry that I was like a half an hour late, but whatever, it was worth it, right?
Yes, thank you everyone for being here and for having patience with the newbie.
Yes.
Really appreciate it.
Amazing. And you weren't,
thank you.
I don't think you were shaking at all. So.
No, but it always feels natural with you, and then it just feels like we're all hanging out. So
yeah. You kind of forget that there's people watching.
Yeah,
right?
It was just more like setting up, the technical aspect of it, really.
Yes, the tech side is always annoying, because it can get all wonky. But once you figure out the tech, everything's great.
Exactly.
Like everything else is great. So yeah, Laura, definitely do the replay. Hi, Laura. I'm so glad you're here also. And hi, Dale. I'm glad that you're here. I didn't know you were here, so that's awesome.
And thank you, Carrie.
Okay, guys. So we will see you next week. Have a great week. And please do the Lionsgate portal tonight. Whatever you do with it, like whether it's my meditation or something else, please use this energy to call in your best next year of your life, because right now this energy is so big and so powerful, and it's all about manifestation and abundance and gratitude because of the moon. So like, this is really solid manifestation energy that you can harness right now. And I guess I should just say, if you don't understand what that means, it's kind of like you have this much ability naturally that you don't even have to try to have. And then, a lot of us have heightened that ability and made it bigger. Well, now you have this like extra universal energy that's combining with it, and it's amplifying it really big. So So it's like you have almost a magic wand right now to call in anything that you want for the next year of your life. Do that today. It's very, very important. It will bring things to your life that are important. So either do my meditation, do another kind of meditation. I don't care what you do, but definitely focus today on what you want to bring in for the next year. It's very important. So, all right. So we will see you next week. Have a good night.
And if it's not that late for you on your side, get out there and look at that moon. It's actually, they're calling it like an illusion type moon, because it rises up slowly. And so the way that it appears big, like the way a super moon would. So if you have good cameras, get out there. I'm going to take my camera out after this.
Yeah.
And then post them on my Facebook tomorrow of the moon.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it'll be fun.
And don't forget to send me that card for Jose and Star. So
I will not forget. Promise.
All right. So goodbye, everyone. We will see you next week.
Bye.